Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're sitting in Kissena Park in Queens, New York, and the temperature today is 88 degrees, which means summer is coming.
And as she mentioned, we're in Kissena Park, which is in Fresh Meadows, and it is indeed a beautiful day out here. Just imagine, after being cooped up in the house all winter, we're able to come outside and sit in the park enjoying a beautiful day.
Today we actually came here to see some swans that have been sitting on some eggs. At first when we came they were sitting on 7 eggs, but today they're only sitting on 5. They said when the swans think the eggs are bad, then they will push them out of the eggs on their own, so we feel like that's what happens. And though it has been 46 days that they have been sitting on the eggs, there's not much to think that they will hatch anytime soon, but we still have hope for some tiny baby swans soon.
Some people are saying that a fox went by and ate 2 of the eggs, but you just tell me which fox would be so choosy or picky to go in there and just take out 2 of the eggs and leave the other 5. So I really don't believe that story. But anyway, we're just here in the park enjoying the beautiful lake, the beautiful sunshine, and the warmth of the people, because people around this area, they're pretty much friendly. So you'll have people saying hello and get caught up in a conversation here and there.
And there are a lot of people outside today. Today there was a lady walking her tortoise. It was a 30-pound 2-year-old desert tortoise, she said it was. And she named it after Beavis from the cartoons.
And that was a desert tortoise, a real big, I wouldn't say real big, but as you said, it was 30 pounds. But the lady said that it can grow up to 300 pounds. So you just imagine having a big tortoise which weighs 300 pounds, and you have to carry that around.
She has a little red wagon that she puts him in and pulls him around the park when he's getting too far ahead of her, because he's a really fast walker when he's on the ground.
I rather my dogs, they run around behind me. Sometimes I have to run them down to catch them. But to each his own.
And today there's a lot of people out here as well with their cameras. They're taking photos, and this one guy had a huge camera lens, and I kept saying it looks like he's looking into out of space because he had the camera pointed up into the sky, and it was just so big.
And that is one of the good things about New York. There are so many parks and playgrounds. You can pick and choose and refuse which one you want to go to. You're not short of a good park, and you have a few beaches, but nothing like what we have in Jamaica. So, you're going to go to the beach and just going to tell yourself you're not in Jamaica, you're not in the Caribbean. So you go to Far Rockaway or Orchard Beach or wherever and just enjoy what you have, because you can't walk go to Jamaica or just pay fare go to Jamaica to go to the beach, and it's really going on a long vacation. So we just enjoy the beach, what we have.
I haven't seen any beaches here like I've seen in Jamaica with Dun River Falls or
Duns River Falls. Look here at Duns River Falls. That's why you never see it yet.
Is it a beach?
It's a park-ish.
It's Duns River Waterfalls you're talking about, but when you hear somebody talk about Duns River and you have never been there, but you want to act as if you have been there, yes, that's how it is.
I have been there on a school trip once. That was it.
Well, they really have some nice places in Jamaica, because I remember in Jamaica we'll go to Dolphins Cove, Bluefields, Helsha, even Salt River in Clarendon. I went to Salt River and even Guts River in Manchester. You don't have money to go to rich people beach, you go to Guts River. And little Ochi is right there, you can't buy some big fish, you buy some little cheap fish and go and go fry it yourself.
With festival and your drinks, and you sit down in the boats that they have as tables, and you just watch the water and watch the fishermen come in with their catch for the day.
Yeah, people have been doing that in Alligator Pond for years, because I remember my grandmother used to tell me that years ago, before Alligator Pond, became as big as it is now, they would walk and go all the way to Coast Road which I'm not sure exactly which way it is, but she said you used to walk through Sweetland, go down Rushamping Hill, cross Busso Road, go through Busso. When I laugh at her, I say, yes, go through Busso, and then when you go through Busso, then you walk all the way over to Coast Road, you know, and that is where she said they used to go and fish until, you know, after a while they start going to Alligator Pond because Alligator Pond get more developed. But I know why they are laughing over there is the name Russian Peg Hill. But I don't know the name to call the hill or to describe the hill because from I know the hill, everybody know it as Russian Peg Hill and that is what it is.
Right now in Jamaica, I could tell you a lot of people in there would be sitting under some tangerine trees, just picking a tangerine every now and then and eating it, or a mango tree.
It's mango season now, so they'll be more picking mango season because, you know, you'll always hear me talk about my grandmother because one of the best part of my life was living with my grandmother. And like now when it is mango season, she always say, you may find one. June it drew to you. July it all lie down and August it all gone. And when you look at it, it's like that for real because, you know, in August it's all gone, but you know nowadays they have so many miniature mango trees and all kind of fruit trees. You can find a lot of fruits, but they're not as flavorful as the seasonal fruits. And you know, going to mango bush was fun because you climb the mango trees and you know everybody going to pick mango. You have the donkeys with donkey hamper, you pick mango, you climb up and you eat mango. So yeah, of course you miss those things being here. What you miss? Nothing. What you miss? Nothing.
Beach.
Beach.
Good beaches.
Yeah, but speaking of mango bush, I remember one time I went there with my father, and I remember we drove up down some hills that when you look down the side, all you're seeing is a drop right there. And we drove there and we stopped, and it was like a grove, but the grove had papayas, and we went through that and we came out on a big hillside, and he gave me a crocus bag and said, go pick up any mangoes you see that don't have black on them or holes or anything, just pick up the good ones. But they said be careful too, because over here is they have crabs, so be careful one of them don't catch your finger or your toe or something. And we spent probably 5 hours in there picking up mangoes, eating mangoes that we're not putting in the bags. And then we go back to the papaya side and we pick papayas and we bring them back. And that was it. And then we come back up and we wash them and we have them in a bucket and we put them in the house. And every time you look, somebody hand reaching in the bucket for a mango.
You know, she talking about the mango season in Jamaica. I remember growing up, you would hear people sing this song, say, me no drink coffee, tea, a mango time. When the fruit them are ripe and drop, wash your pot, turn them down at mango time. You know, I not say words correctly because I remember it fully. But, you know, those songs we used to sing them, and when you look at it, when it's mango time, it's not like here where you buy 2 or 3 look of mango. When you're down there, you can wash 1 whole bucket of mango and you sit down and you eat until your belly full. And you can sit down right there until you feel like you can eat some more, you continue to eat again. So, you know, those are the good things. And of course, you know, when you live in a different country, especially here, you have resources, you know, you can do things and experience a lot of different things and just, you know, live a different kind of life. But the life people live in Jamaica, they don't know how good it is until they come here and start missing it.
The simple life.
Yeah, because even at the park here, the things we take for granted in Jamaica, people are just enjoying it.
Excited to see it.
Yeah.
And in Jamaica, you have like so many flowers and trees and all the areas that just no houses or anything. Here you have to pay to go in to see an area like that in a park or something.
And the one thing with the flowers here, if you plant flowers this time of year, you know, you start planting your flowers March or April, then by late October, November, you know, you don't have any flowers again. Of course, you have some that, you know, they will burn down and come back up by themselves, but you know, still you don't be seeing the flowers throughout the later part of the year into the earlier part of the year. But in Jamaica, I remember I had a lot of flowers, a whole lot of flowers.
Year
You know, that is
round.
something I really love to see, the beautiful flowers. In Jamaica, they always say, any woman yard you go to and you don't see flowers is not a good woman, which is not really true. But you know, as Jamaicans, we have our own terminology and our little sayings as usual. But
And philosophies.
it's just one of those things.
Right now I'm here in the ice cream truck. It's playing the Mr. Frosty theme song. I think the words are anything you want you can get from Mr. Frosty, any flavor or something like that. And I remember on Sunday evening times you would hear this little bell, like a school bell coming through, and everybody grab $50 and run down to their gate to wait until the ice cream man driving past and they flag him down. And I remember he used to have my two favorite, dragon flavor and rum and raisin.
And that is dragon stout.
Dragon
It's not
stout.
the dragon that you see breathing fire. That is dragon stout. But what she talking about there, long before that, I remember when we used to pay, I think $2 or so for ice cream. The time they never used to drive no car, they'd be riding the bike and have this horn coming through, going peeky, peeky, peeky. So you hear that all the way from out the road coming through, you know, you go to and buy your ice cream. The time the most flavor they had was vanilla, rum and raisin, and grape nut. They didn't have a lot of flavors like now. But you know, from some of our previous videos, you will hear me say that we never used to get ice cream a lot. It's once in a while because our parents didn't have money to buy ice cream for us so often, you know. So it was just a one-off thing.
Yeah, I remember during the week I get money to go to school and I'd save $10 every day. That's 5 days, $10, $50 for Sunday. If you want the cone, it's $50. If you want the cup with more, it's $100. And sometimes I'd save $150 so I could get a cone and a cup, and I'd have both of them, and I'd have a lot of ice cream just for myself.
You hear that? Just for myself. But if anybody else have ice cream, it's not for them, it's for ours.
Us. I remember some Sundays I'd go to church and I'd look out the door because the ice cream man, he came from very far. So our church was up on a hill and the road was down below, and when you look out the door that they always had open because they would get so hot in the church, sometimes I'd see the ice cream man driving by and my day would just be over with because I wanted ice cream that day because I saved my money to buy ice cream and I didn't get my ice cream.
So ice cream is better than salvation. That is what she's saying, that, you know, in a box.
I wanted ice cream. I was a young child. I needed ice cream on Sundays. Speaking of Sundays, those would be the days that almost everybody would be in their house watching
Strange Love.
Strange Love. I remember Cushy and Arnav and how Cushy fell in the hole and Arnav told her not to talk for 15 minutes, so she sat there for 15 minutes until she thought it was up. I left before the season was over, but Strange Love was a every Sunday thing. Nobody could leave Strange Love when it came on.
And that's how the devil works. They put something in your way to stop you from going to church.
It was after church.
It was 12 noon. You're in church.
It was worth it. Right now across the lake we can hear people cheering. They're playing a game. It's almost like marbles in Jamaica, but instead they use...
It's called bocce. It's as she said, it's like marbles. They have some bigger balls like grapefruit, like Jamaican grapefruit. You throw it and if it hit the other one, you know, then you win. So it's like marbles, but you know, bigger balls.
It's like marbles and bowling combined, where you have to throw the ball and strike or something.
So anyway, we're just giving you a little peek into our day at the park. As always, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and we'll see you soon.